Echo America 1, Mike Queen calling.
Yeah, Echo America 1, Mike Queen. A very good morning to you, sir. Thank you for calling me today. My name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm 20 kilometres southeast from the City of London. I'll give you your report on the next over. Echo Alpha 1, Mike Queen. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot.
Okay, Mr. Mark. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Echo Alpha 1, Mike Queen. My operator name is Mr. Isra, India Sierra Romeo Alpha, Isra. You are 5 by 5 at this moment in northwest of Spain. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Echo Alpha 1, Mike Queen.
Yeah, Echo Alpha 1, Mike Queen. Isra, very nice to meet you today. Gracias, mi amigo. You are also 5 and 5. Very, very good signal from you. Very loud audio. Today, Isra, I'm using IC-7300 by ICOM. I'm using 100 watts and my antenna is very simple, vertical, 5/8 wave of vertical. Back to you, Indra. EA1MQM0 JCF.
M0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Echo Alpha 1, Mike Queen. Okay, Mark, my working conditions are very, very similar. The IC-757 Pro 2, 100 watts, but the antenna is three elements Yagi, for 10, 50 and 20 meters band. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Echo Alpha 1, Mike Queen.
Absolutely fantastic. Your antenna working very well today, Isra. QSB, your signal changing from 5 and 5 to 5 and 2, but still a very loud audio. Fantastic to hear you today. Whiskey X-ray today, we have about 20 degrees Celsius and we have broken cloud. That's the story with Whiskey X-ray today in Isra. Back to you.
Okay, Mark, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Echo Alpha 1, Mike Queen. Okay, good weather in your country. Here, 26. Today, a sunny day, 26 degrees. My city name is Marin, like Mike Alpha Romeo, Italy, November. Very near from Portugal, in northwest of Spain. My city is in the Atlantic coast. Okay, Mark, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Echo Alpha 1, Mike Queen.
Yeah, Echo Alpha 1, Mike Queen, Marin, there on the coast near Portugal. Absolutely fantastic, old friend. Well, it's great to speak to you today and very nice to hear some sporadic E from northern Spain. Hopefully a lot more people will start to call now, Marin. Maybe swing your beam left and right, and hopefully you'll get more UK stations. I see the sporadic E at the moment. The sporadic E clouds are mainly over the Mediterranean. I do see some though that are now appearing over the south of France, so hopefully many more contacts for you. But if you swing your beam, Isra in Marin, if you swing your beam east, there are sporadic E clouds with very good propagation over Sardinia and Corsica. So maybe you can get some more contacts today. Can I say gracias, mi amigo, and wishing your family 73, and thank you for this QSO. Good luck, and hasta la vista. Bye-bye for now.
Okay, Mark, thank you. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Echo Alpha 1, Mike Queen. Okay, good morning for you. No, good afternoon. Okay. Okay, Mark, thank you. Good DX. I go to QRT because I go to the school for my little girl. Okay, Mark, good day for you. Good DX. Thank you for this nice QSL. Okay. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Echo Alpha 1, Mike Queen, QRT.
Absolutely fantastic, and yeah, good luck with your pickup, and have a great afternoon. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England. And nothing is heard. CQ10. Calling, you are very, very weak, sir. The station calling, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox. You are very weak to me. Just 1 and 1. I will try to use the preamp to bring you in. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. I will try to bring you in, but apologies if I don't hear you today, sir. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, that is now listening. Okay, I heard Roger. I only heard the Roger at the end. I've turned the preamp on my radio, and you are just still 2 and 1. You are just 2 and 1 at this time. I'm only using a 5/8 wave vertical antenna, and I'm transmitting 100 watts from my IC-7300. Listening for you one more time, sir. I won't hold you for long because I just cannot hear you, but I would like to get your call sign and get you in my logbook. I appreciate the effort. Listening one more time, please. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Okay, I'm not sure, but I only heard number 2, India X-ray Echo is what it sounded like. You are still just a 2 and 1. You are still just 2 and 1 even with my preamp on. Very, very sorry I can't hear you today, but I do appreciate you trying. I think it's great that you tried, but just not hearing you at this time. But I thank you, and I wish you and your family very best 73, and maybe we can get you in my logbook another day. I'm always on 10 metres, so you can hear me on 10 metres very, very regularly. Can I wish you good luck, and I'll say goodbye and thank you again. M0 JCF listening for any final. Okay, no more was heard. Apologies, old friend, if you can hear me, but another day, and I wish you good luck. Take care, and till the next time, bye-bye for now. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England. Nothing is heard. CQ10. Thanks for calling me. I didn't get the complete call sign. I heard the Charlie Tango 2, but if you'd like to go ahead, I will give you a report. But my name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast from the city of London. So over to you, sir, and I'll try to give you a report on the next over. The Charlie Tango 2 station. This is M0 JCF listening.
Charlie Tango 2, India X-ray. very QSB. Okay, its propagation is not very well today, but
Yeah, Charlie Tango 2, India X-Ray X-Ray, a QRP station, Charlie Tango 2, India X-Ray X-Ray, QRP station, 5 watts. Yes, sir, I have you this time. I do have you this time. Thank you for 5 and 6. Your signal, just 3 and 1. Your signal was 3 and 1, but I heard Charlie Tango 2, India X-Ray X-Ray. I know that you were calling me just a few minutes ago, and I know that you are a very low power station. Fantastic for you to get in my logbook today. But 3 and 1 on your last over. I heard a lot of what you said, but not all of it. So absolutely fantastic. Yeah, the the propagation for me is between my QTH and the Echo Alpha 1 and now you, Charlie Tango 2 area. But very difficult conditions, Sporadic E. Back to you, sir.
But before using Chinese radio single it with only 5 watts to check propagation on the tempo. Okay, you're coming here 5 by 5, 5 by 6, 5 by 5, 5 by 6. The propagation is not good, but thank you for the answer. Okay, for this report. Okay, Jack, Juliet, Alpha, Charlie, Quebec, Uniform, Echo Sierra. Jack is my name and my location is Center East Part for Portugal and also for not too far away for the Spanish border. Mike Kilo, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, Charlie, Tango 2.
Very good, Jack. Now I understand you were testing propagation with 5 watts on your Chinese radio, but now you're 100 watts. I think you said on a Kenwood. Jack, you were coming in at a peak 5 and 2. Peak 5 and 2 and QSB dropping back down to 3 and 1 again. So very difficult conditions, but absolutely fantastic to get you in my logbook under these conditions. And very pleased that you tried QRP, but yeah, just was not hearing you with QRP. Your 5 watts was just 1 and 1, you know, it was very difficult. But we've got you in the logbook today. I won't hold it today, Jack, only because the conditions aren't fantastic for a long QSO. But can I wish you and your family very best 73. I say take care, good luck, and come and find me again another day on 10 meters, and we'll find out more about each other. But thanks for the information, thanks for your location as well, and I can see on the map where you are, so I know where you are, and it looks like the propagation between Echo Alpha 1 area and your area is very weak at this time. So can I wish you good luck, and I say goodbye for now. I'll hand over to you for a final, Jack, and see you another day. Charlie Tango 2, 2 India X-Ray X-Ray M0 JCF.
Charlie Tango 2, India X-Ray X-Ray, M0 JCF. Charlie Tango 2, India X-Ray X-Ray, M0 JCF. Charlie Tango 2, India X-Ray X-Ray, M0 JCF. Roger, Roger, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, returning Charlie Tango 2, India X-ray, X-ray. GSL, thank you so much, Mark, for the nice QSO and the nice report, and your patience for this I'm testing today the 10 meters span, 6 meters is open today. I checked for this way also. Okay. 73 Mark, you can see on the QSB spot sum your my location is not is about 280 from the spot capital 280 kilometers.
Bye-bye, Jack, and thank you. Consistent 5152 that time. Hopefully, sporadic E propagation is getting better between us. Another day will put the world right. Okay, good luck and take care. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Nothing is heard. CQ10. India Tango 9, Juliet Victor Yankee. Very good morning, sir. My name is Mark, that's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast from the city of London. I'll give you a report on the next over. India Tango 9, Juliet Victor Yankee, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
QSL, Mark, QSL. The name of the event is Daniel, the South Part event in India,
Oh, very good afternoon to you, Daniel, and thank you for the information and your report. You are very weak to me, Daniel. You're between 5 and 1 and about 3 and 1 with QSB. So very difficult to hear you, but I have you in my logbook. No problem today. Some sporadic E around to Spain and Portugal for me. I wasn't sure if I would hear anyone from Italy or Sicily. But I have you in the logbook, as I say, not strong. I'm using today an IC-7300. I'm using 100 watts myself, and my antenna is very simple today, just a 5/8 wave of vertical antenna, Danielle. Just a simple vertical antenna. Back to you, IT9 JVY M0 JCF.
QSL, Mark, QSL, thank you for the information. Your signal dropped down to 2, so I already told you, so before you pull the disappear,
Yeah, IT9 JVY M0 JCF. IT9 JVY M0 JCF. Well, Daniel, the QSB has taken your signal to 1 and 1. Your signal now 1 and 1. If you can hear me, I say grazie mille, Daniel, for this QSO. And I say until the next time, adios amigo mio, or adio amigo mio. 73, ciao ciao, arrivederci, take care. I think you said bye, so I'm sure you heard me. But thank you, and maybe next time a long QSO with you. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox, southeast of England. Nothing is heard, CQ. Yeah, Foxtrot 4, Yankee, India, Juliet. Very good afternoon to you, sir. Thank you for coming to me. My name is Mark. Je m'appelle Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I am in the southeast of England. J'habite à Sidcup dans le Kent, 20 kilometers southeast Londres. I'll give you a report on the next over, and I'll give you some details also. Foxtrot 4, Yankee, India, Juliet. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox.
QSL, good afternoon, Mark. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. This is Foxtrot 4, India, Yankee, Juliet. My correct call, India, Yankee, Juliet. And my name is Patrick. Patrick, my name, in southwest France. And your signal report is 59 over 5 dB. Over.
Thank you for the correction. And yes, your signal was very low to start with, and it has come up. But yeah, thank you for the correction on the call sign. I now have it correct in my logbook. Foxtrot 4, India, Yankee, Juliet. Yeah, 5 and 8 was your last over. The signal came up very, very strong. Very nice indeed. Today, I'm using a 5/8 wave vertical. I'm using a very simple antenna. I'm using IC-7300 by ICOM, and my power 100 watts. So Patrick, back to you. Foxtrot 4, India, Yankee, Juliet. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot.
Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Foxtrot 4, India, Yankee, Juliet, returning. I am using also an ICOM 7300 with 80 watt, and my antenna is a 5-band dipole inverted, 6 meters up the ground. Thank you for the contact, Mark. I wish you a nice day. All the best for you and your family. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Foxtrot 4, India, Yankee, Juliet.
Yeah, F4IYJ M0JCF with the final. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. And I wish you and your family 73. And j'espère vous rencontrer bientôt. Thank you again. Merci beaucoup and au revoir, mon ami.
Thank you very much, Mark. 73, and thanks for your French, very good French. 73, bye-bye.
Merci, my French petite, but thank you. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England. Okay, CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. 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 CQ10. In the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres, or in old money, 15 miles southeast city of London, in the town of Sidcup in Kent. So over to you, and let's find out who you are, please. Foxtrot 6, Delta Romeo Whiskey. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox.
Fox 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox. Foxtrot 6, Delta Romeo Whiskey returning. Very good afternoon, Mark. My name is Mark as well, however, with a C at the end, M-A-R-C. I'm French, I'm afraid. And the QTH is close to the city of Nice, November, India, Charlie, Echo on the French Riviera. And you are 5x9, 59, a few QSB, however. Back to you then, Mark. M0JCF, 6 Delta, Romeo Whiskey.
Yeah, Foxtrot 6, Delta Romeo Whiskey, Mark, down there in Nice. And, you know, Mark, we have spoken before, and for some reason I thought that I knew the voice. So apologies for that. Apologies for almost accusing you of being English. But you're about 5 and 6 to me, Mark, and there is QSB on the signal. Thank you for the 5 and 9. There is Sporadic E strengthening across France, a Sporadic E cloud. I've been watching it for the last hour or so. To begin with, I was getting contacts in Portugal and Spain, and then suddenly the cloud collapsed. There is a big cloud over the Mediterranean, and that was bringing me in, I think it was probably bringing me in Sicily, southern Italy, and then a big cloud, as I say, formed again over central France, and I'm now getting French contacts. So that's the story, Mark, and the reason I was calling, as I say, last time it was a Fox Tango 757 Golf X-ray, the radio I was using. That was in 2024, in July of last year. Today I'm using the IC-7300. I'm using about 100 watts from the back of the radio, and the antenna is the 5/8 wave vertical that I used last time I spoke to you. So that's the story, old friend, and nice to hear you again. Foxtrot 6, Delta Romeo Whiskey, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot.
50, Juliet, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 6, Delta Romeo Whiskey, returning. Yes, okay, Mark. Not interesting. What about the propagation? Yeah, the QSB is very speed, very fast. So whether it will end, more or less, I hope not. Yeah, I would have been very proud to be English anyway. I spent 1 year in Cambridge when I was 10, that was 50 years ago. I'm around 70 years old now. Yeah, I remember. We had QSO in the past. I remember your call sign and your name, Mark, south east of London. I remember. I have a pepper dog, however, so it's very hard to check one, but you gave me some indications. And around the propagation, yes, okay, that's very fine. That's very fine. I'm using here an IC-7300 from ICOM as well, and the antenna is a 2-element monoband cubical quad for 10 meters, 2-element quad for 10 meter band, which is at 12 meters from the ground. 12 meters from the ground. On the top of the house, there's no pylon here. Very grey clouds, as you did say, not very good WXC on the French Riviera, and 20 kilometers northwest of Nice in the countryside. Mark. Back to you. I hope you still hear me. M0JCF, Fox 6 Delta, Romeo Whiskey.
Yeah, F6DRW M0JCF for return. Yeah, I hear you very well, Mark. And say your signal going from 5 and 8 down to about 5 and 2 and then straight back up. So for me, it's quite a fast QSB, but a very deep QSB. Literally an hour ago, we couldn't have had this conversation. Italy, for instance, was very low. And the northern Spain and northern central Portugal stations, they were also weak. But you got a great signal coming out of there. And Whiskey X-ray here, well, it's not too bad today, about 20 degrees Celsius. We have broken clouds today. It was raining yesterday. And we haven't had rain for about 6 weeks here in the southeast, so we needed the rain. And the last few days since last Saturday, we've had rain mainly in the evenings, overnight, so that's been good. Apart from yesterday, it rained quite a bit yesterday in the day. You know us Englishmen, and having been here yourself, you know we like to moan about the weather all of the time. But you know, it has been a very nice spring. I say the ground became rock hard, and the plants were starting to lean over. The grass was going brown. You know the story. But yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of rain every now and again just to refresh the ground. I know the fields of Kent, the wheat, the barley, the oats, they really do need the rain at the moment. Obviously, it's an intense time for growing. But that's the story, Mark. Not a lot else to tell you from the last time we spoke. The FT757GX has now gone. I sold that at the beginning of the year, maybe the end of last year, I can't remember. But I've got a lot of old radios at the moment, a lot of hybrids, and a few solid state radios that need attention. I've just been operating lately. I haven't been fixing these radios, and in fact I do have one or two radios that belong to other people that I am meant to be repairing, and I've had a few phone calls. Do you know when my radio will be fixed? And it's not for a while yet, you know, too busy doing other things. So that's the story, Mark. F6DRW M0JCF.
M0JCF, F6DRW repairing. Yes, okay, Mark, very fine. Still very deep QSB, but still signal is coming back every time, so that's fine. And okay for you, a different transceiver. Yeah, a long time ago I had the Lefty 757GX, then a GX2, that was probably 25 years ago, as far as I can remember. I have three transceivers here. This one is the main one, the IC-7300, which is probably more than 10 years old. I have it for 3-4 years now. I have an IC-7300 as well, 300 transceiver, and I still second hand. I mean, I never buy brand new transceiver. And the second one is for bicycle. I like portable operation, so I have an IC-705 10 watts with a small vertical antenna. Usually I use it when I'm cycling with a small battery, and that's fine. I mean, next time I promise to go to Monte Carlo, to Monaco, using the 3 Alpha called Fine, but it's not done yet. Probably in June I will do it. We need a special license, obviously, since Monaco is a separate country from France. So I approached the administration. I asked how is it possible, and they said that's no problem. Just give us the dates, and we'll give you a license for that. So I will try to do it in June with 10 watts, however, and with a smaller crossover antenna. Here we are, Mark. Back to you. I hope you still hear me. The propagation apparently is not very, very fine. M0JCF, F6DRW.
Yeah, F6DRW M0JCF. Absolutely solid communication there, Mark. As I say, the lowest you've gone about 5 and 2, and the highest back up to 5 and 8. And it's quite cyclic. It almost sounds like the sea rushing onto the beach. You know, that sound that you get, that lovely calming sound, that whooshing sounds. That's what it sounds like. So it's I can imagine you, especially being in the south of France, I can imagine that you hear that quite often with the Mediterranean being very close to you. And it's always very strange and makes me smile when I talk to Frenchmen and Spaniards, especially when they're on the coast, and they say, yeah, the weather is terrible today, you know, it's cold, it's raining, and it makes me smile when the weather in England is actually the opposite. You know, it's really good, because we only ever think of the south of France and the east coast of Spain just being hot. So, you know, it's always good. Yeah, the radios wise, you know, I like the old radios. I like to work on them. I like to use them. And then what I do is I buy them, I work on them, I use them, I get bored, and then I sell them. One or two that I have kept, you know, because they are so good. I have two TS8 TS830S at the moment by Kenwood. I did have 3 until recently. I've just sold one, but both of my TS830Ss are a little bit sick at the moment. I pretty much know what's wrong, but I'm just lazy at the moment. It's easy sometimes just to turn on a modern radio like this. And the other radios that I've got a few radios from the 1960s that do get some use. One in particular that I use once a month is an old English Kodar AT5 AM transmitter for top band and 80 meters. And I've been using that in conjunction with my World War II RCA AR88 receiver. So that's a lot of fun. We run a network on the first Monday of every month in the evenings for an hour or two, and we use lower sideband and then AM on top band, and a lot of fun. And that radio I restored myself. I completely rewired that one, and it gives you a lot of pleasure, you know, taking something so old and something that, you know, maybe should never work ever again. Somebody's about to put it in the bin, and it's lovely to rescue something like that. But, you know, I've got many hobbies, Mark. You know, if it's not messing around with mechanics in the garage or synthesizers, or, you know, I do oil painting, that sort of thing. And I was talking to someone the other day. I like to do some flint knapping, where we make stone tools from flint and other rocks, you know, by hammering the rocks together, that sort of thing. And, you know, I like to get involved with all of that as well. So, you know, when the radio's really bad, then I just, you know, if I'm not messing with radios inside, then I'll go off and do something else. And being an older married man as well, my wife and I go out quite often for walks in the woods, through meadows, or we will go to a restaurant or something like that. So that's the story. That's the story of my life almost there, Mark. F6 DRW M0 JCF.
And 0JCF, F60RW returning. Okay, Mark, you're still here. Still with a lot of QSB, but it's still working. HI. And okay for different transceivers you use. Well, on top of the 3 high-current transceivers I mentioned, I have a 2 amplifier. One is a solid state, it's a pretty old one from Tokyo iPower. It's an HL1 KFX. It's 500 watt HF. I had troubles with it several years ago, so I'm not a technician, so I'm not an engineer at all. So I asked a few things to a friend of mine who knows this kind of equipment, so he sent me information, you should change this and this. So that's what I did, and the amplifier seems works great. I'm very happy for that. It works. It goes with the IC-7300, so it's not using now. And I have a very old TL922 from Kenwood with the 3500 ZG tubes. It didn't work when I purchased it, so this one is pretty easy to repair, I must say, even if I'm not an engineer or technician at all. So I checked the system here and there. I changed a few components, and it still works now very well, I must say. I'm not using now, it's not needed at all, but in SMD on 10 meters can provide 800 watts, so 900 watts is not needed, I must say. The cubicle one is enough for the time being. Mark, and okay, same as you, I have four kids, grandkids, 3 daughters and with daughters. Well, pretty busy with this, and well, we try to spend our money traveling sometimes. We're just back from Morocco 2 weeks ago, and for the time being, I would say home, doing some radio. Mark, I don't know if you are an FM guy. I love transmitting in FM on 10 meter band when it's open. Apparently it's not widely open, so probably there will be nobody on 29500 or 600. But at the end of our QSO, there's any stations from the UK. Back to you, Mark, and 0JCF at 6DRW.
Yeah, F6DRWM0JCF, and still hearing absolutely every word. Well, it looks like me, apart from the engineering, you've got plenty to keep you going every day. You just touched on something there that you like to operate FM. You know, I like to operate FM and AM on 10 meters. It's always exciting as well when you go into the 29 megahertz in the winter, and you can work the USA on FM and AM. That's always quite exciting because you don't expect it to work and you forget there's no reason why it shouldn't. And you know what, Mark? We are actually in the all mode section of the band. At this moment, we are in the all mode section. So technically, we can use FM here. And being that it's just sporadic E contacts at the moment, I'm looking at my band scope and not seeing any other signals. Now, that's not to say that there aren't signals nearby, but if you'd like to just briefly try FM on this frequency, technically there's no reason why we shouldn't. I know it's frowned upon, maybe we shouldn't, and if the band was crowded or if there was F2, F1 propagation, maybe I wouldn't do it here, I would QSY. But if you'd like to briefly switch to FM on this frequency and you can log it, and you'd like to log an FM contact, I'm willing to try, and if it doesn't work, we can come back to upper sideband. So if you'd like to go to FM, you just say the word, Mark, and we can try that. F6DRWM0JCF, just listening.
M0JCF, F6DRW returning. Yeah, sure, Mark. Let's do the test. I'm sure it will work. Probably a few dBs left, but it will work. You are 5.9 plus 5 with the preamplifier. Going down to 5253, but I'm sure it will work. Let's do the test, Mark. M0JCF, F6DRW.
Yeah, F6DRWM0JCF. Now switching to frequency modulation. Any shortwave listeners or anyone waiting to join, please be aware we are on FM, or we'll be switching to FM momentarily and then back to upper sideband. So apologies for any QR Mexico. M0JCF now switching to FM. Foxtrot 6, Delta Romeo Whiskey. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, FM on 10 meters.
Okay, Mark, M0JCF, F6DRW returning. I'm with 110 watts at the present time. Modulation is not very good on your side, I don't know why, but it should be better. It was better in SSB anyway. Back to you, M0JCF, F6DRW.
Yeah, F6DRWM0JCF. Well, thank you for the report. And yeah, I'm not too sure on the modulation, why it's so bad. Okay, you're 5 and 5, a nice steady 5 and 5 to me, Mark. The modulation is very, very good. It might be that I'm using a Sierra Mic 2.0 microphone by ICOM. And I've never changed the settings from when I was using the hand mic. So it might be that I'm just a little bit too close or a little bit too loud for this microphone. But otherwise, yeah, you're sounding absolutely superb. And the signal strength is quite stable. So that's the story. Yeah, F6DRWM0JCF, FM 10 meters.
M0JCF, F6DRW, Mark. On this side, I'm using a hand microphone, an SM36. It's a hand microphone. I have an SM20 as well, but I changed it for this hand microphone. Apparently, it's better in terms of power and modulation. I don't know why. Anyway, okay, that's the way it is. Mark, back to you. M0JCF at 60RW.
Yeah, F60RW M0JCF. Trying to keep my voice a little bit quieter and trying to sit back further from the microphone. I think that's probably the issue. Well, while we're messing up the 10-meter band, and you were peaking about 5 and 8 then, Mark, would you like to try AM, Alpha Mike? Would you like to try AM, just so that we can tick all of the boxes, then we can go back to upper sideband? If you'd like to try AM, I suspect I'm probably running about 20 watts carrier on AM out of this radio, so you may or may not get a signal from me, or it may be very noisy. But if you'd like to try AM, we can try that as well. Back to you.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it, Mark. I will. Sorry, I will hear you. Let's go to AM. I will listen to you first. M0JCF at 60RW.
Yeah, F60RW M0JCF. Now switching to AM. Yeah, Foxtrot 6, Delta Romeo Whiskey. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Running about 20-25 watts carrier, peaking about 90 watts, 80-90 watts modulation. So how do you hear me, Mark? Back to you.
And around 80 watts I'm speaking talking, Mark. But it's a bit harder than FM, but it still works. M0JCF at 60RW.
Yeah, F60RW M0JCF. Yeah, likewise, you're about a 5 and 3 with me, Mark. 5 and 3. But when the QSB comes up, you drop to about a 3 and 3. So we've done the test. We've messed up the band a little bit, and but I'm sure people will forgive us for that because the band isn't crowded. If you'd like to switch to upper sideband, and we can discuss this. But great to work you on AM as well. F60RW, this is M0JCF, switching to upper sideband. F60RW M0JCF. F60RW M0JCF. Foxtrot 6, Delta Romeo Whiskey, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Yeah, Patrick, not sure if it's the QSB has dropped your signal off the cliff, but just barely hearing you at the moment. Barely hear you. I'm not sure, as I say, if it's propagation or if something has changed. Back to you. Frequency is in use. Frequency is in use. Yeah, Foxtrot 6, Delta Romeo Whiskey, M0JCF. Mark, cannot hear you now. You've dropped to about a 2 and 1. You've dropped to a 2 and 1, and someone else was whistling on the frequency. Unfortunately, yeah, not hearing you. I'm on 100 watts SSB and just not hearing you at this time. So just listening for Foxtrot 6, Delta Romeo Whiskey from M0JCF. Nothing is heard, nothing is heard. Mark, if you can hear me, I say merci beaucoup pour le QSO, Mark, and au revoir, mon ami, and take care, 73, good luck. Nothing is heard. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Nothing is heard. CQ, CQ, CQ10, 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 CQ on 10. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, calling 10. Okay, the Foxtrot 4 ending Tango Sierra, please go ahead, sir. You are very weak, but I can just hear you. The Foxtrot 4 ending Tango Sierra, this is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Yeah, Foxtrot 4, Echo Tango Sierra, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot returning. Okay, my friend, you are very weak today, very weak. Pascal, you are very weak. You are 4 and 1. You are 4 and 1, but I have you in my logbook, 4 and 1. Your English, very good, sir. Better than my French. Je m'appelle Marc. Je m'appelle Marc, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and j'habite Sidcup dans le Kent. Sud-East Londres, Sud-East Londres. QSL?
No problem, my friend. Okay, you competition the motor, okay. My CT is a bravo.
Merci beaucoup pour le compliment, motobicyclette. My français, my François petite, grand petite, big small. Pascal, merci beaucoup pour le QSO. Difficult, mon ami, difficult. Your signal not very strong. Can I say merci beaucoup and 73, mon ami, 73, and good luck. Au revoir. Back to you.
Okay, Marc, no problem. Merci beaucoup. Best regards to your family. Good contact. Merci, Marc. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Echo Tango Sierra.
Merci beaucoup and good luck, mon ami. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England. Nothing is heard. CQ, CQ10, 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 CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, 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 calling 10. Yes, Sierra November 9, Alpha Foxtrot. Very good afternoon to you, sir. My name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. And I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. I'll give you a report on the next over, but be aware your signal not very strong, sir. Your signal not very strong. Back to you, Pavel. Sierra November 9, Alpha Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Sierra November 9, Alpha Foxtrot. My name is Pavel. Rapport for you, 59. no problem. Very no good signal. Propagation is up and down. QSB, no problem. 59 for you. Mike 0, Juliet Foxtrot, Charlie, Sierra 99, Alpha Foxtrot.
Superb, Pavel. Thank you for the 5 and 9. You are peaking 5 and 3. You are just 5 and 3 today with QSB. Your signal not strong in my direction. But today, Pavel, I'm using a 5/8 wave vertical. I'm using a very simple antenna, 100 watts, and my radio is IC-7300 by ICOM. Back to you, sir.
Mike 0, Juliet Foxtrot, Sierra November 9, Alpha Foxtrot, my transceiver into Foxtrot Tango 450. My antenna is 5/8, antenna, vertical antenna. My power is 100 watt. Okay, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Sierra November 9, Alpha Foxtrot.
Yeah, Sierra November 9, Alpha Fox. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox returning. Or Pavel, when the signal is good, when your signal is high, 5 and 3, your FT450D into a 5/8 wave vertical with 100 watts sounds very good. But then the QSB drops your signal quite low. But great to get you in the logbook today, Pavel. And I'd like to wish you and your family very best wishes at 73 and good luck for 2025. And hopefully we meet again when the conditions are stronger and more stable. So I'll just say goodbye for now. And thank you again for contacting me. Always appreciated. So the Sierra November 9, Alpha Foxtrot. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox. 73, Pavel.
Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Sierra November 9, Alpha Foxtrot. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mark. 73, good luck, good TX, good day. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie, Sierra November 9, Alpha Foxtrot. 73.
Yes, 73, Pavel, and take care. Nice sounding radio, that. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox, southeast of England. Nothing is heard. CQ10, CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, 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 CQ10. Okay, the Echo Alpha 5 ending Bravo, very weak. Readability 4, Santiago 1 on your call-in, so very difficult to hear the whole call sign. But love to get you in the logbook today, so we'll give it another go, but thanks for trying. The name this side is Mark, that's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. And I'm 15 miles or 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. So that's the story, and let's see if we can get that complete call sign. Echo Alpha 5 station ending Bravo. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox. Right, I think I've got Echo Alpha 5, Juliet Charlie Bravo, which is a fantastic call sign if you like heavy plant or diggers or, you know, construction equipment. I think I may have Hamish, and you're near Alicante, or you're around the Alicante area, and it looks like maybe you like Harley Davidson motorcycles. So if I've got all of that right, I've definitely got the correct call sign. You're just about a 4 and 1 to me. You're just a 4 and 1. Very difficult conditions towards Spain and Portugal this afternoon, but stronger out of France. So that's the story. Have I got the correct person then? Echo Alpha 5, Juliet Charlie Bravo. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Roger, the power. Hopefully that's a bit better for you. Now running 200 watts. Name is Hamish, you're right, H-A-M-I-S-H. And the location, you're also correct. We're midway between Alicante and Valencia. Alicante and Valencia on the coast. Opposite, dead opposite Ibiza. Dead opposite Ibiza is the location here. And probably tell I'm not actually Spanish, I'm Scottish. My home call is Golf Zero, Golf for the Sea Mountain Juliet. That's my home call. Or the UK call, which is home company. CQ10m 5000, running a lot of power into a inverted delta loop, which is sitting on the terrace and comes for 20 meters. But it does work on this band, I think. It seems to be working at the moment. It's just in the report to me, but it's 5.7 in my report to you. As you say, there is a QSB on the band there, Mark. I hope you can quote all that okay. M0JCN EA5JCB.
Yeah, EA5JCB, M0JCF. Yeah, Hamish, I caught probably 80% of that. You're peaking 5 and 3 with the 200 watts into your delta loop, a low down delta loop. So, you know, I was hearing what you were saying. I did make a note all of it. As I say, 5 and 3, but with the QSB, you're dropping down to about a 3 and 1. So not the best conversation that could be had when the conditions are like that. But we've got all of the pertinent points down. Yeah, it's just did this side, as I say, IC-7300, 100 watts, and the antenna is just a 5/8 wave of vertical. But it's great to get you in the logbook today, and you're my first east coast of Spain today. I've had northern Spain and northern Portugal earlier via Sporadic E, then Sicily and Poland, and quite a few contacts out of France. So southern France and eastern France have been the strongest so far, but nice to get you in the logbook today. I won't hold it with you, Hamish. I'd like to have, you know, a conversation about how you come to be down there. I know you said, I'm pretty sure you said the home call sign was Golf Zero, Golf Lima Juliet, but that might have been Golf Mike Zero, Golf Lima Juliet. Although under today's new rules, it doesn't make a lot of difference because you can drop the M, and the M is just the assumption of you being Scottish. But as I say, it would have been nice to have a QSO about how, why, and when, and all the rest in between. And of course, you being a fan of motorcycles, which is or was a passion of mine many years ago, not so much now. But it would have been great to have that QSO, but I can just know that we'll get it all lost in the QSB. But and I've just confirmed as well, Golf Zero, Golf Lima Juliet, it's actually on your QRZ pages. That's what your page is managed by. So there you go, I've answered my own question. Echo Alpha 5, JCB M0 JCF.
Roger, Mark. No problem at all. M0JCF, EA5JCB. Okay, yeah, you're a nice big money here. I think you're right. I'm looking at you on the EA5000. No problem with you.
Yeah, thanks, Hamish. Great to get you in the logbook. And another time, and just for your records, I got 50% of that QSO then. You dropped from sort of 5 and 2 down to 1 and 1. There was total silence. And then just on the final few words, back up to about 5 and 1, 5 and 2. So a good call, you know, that we drop it there. I will log you in QRZ. Absolutely no problems as a 5 and 3 versus a 5 and 7. Take care, good luck, and thank you again. A QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England. Okay, I only heard the letter Romeo. I only heard the letter Romeo in your call sign, sir. Very, very weak. About a 3 and 1. You were about a 3 and 1. So the station with Romeo in the call sign, please try one more time, sir. Okay, I've got Charlie Romeo 4, possibly Bravo November. Very, very difficult to hear you, sir. But I think I have Charlie Romeo 4, a Bravo November. Is that a QSL? Back to you. Okay, Charlie Romeo 7, Bravo, and then I'm missing the last 2 letters. It's very difficult to hear those last 2 letters, sir. But I have Charlie Romeo 7 and Bravo. What are the last 2 letters, sir? Back to you. Okay, Charlie Romeo 7, Bravo Papa Golf, it sounded like. Your signal, sir, your signal today, Sonia. Sonia, your signal today, just 3 and 2, 3 and 2. Your signal very weak to me here in the southeast of England. But my name is Mark, that's Mike, Alpha, Romeo, Kilo. And I am just 20 kilometres southeast from the city of London. That's the story, Sonia. Back to you. Charlie Romeo 7, Bravo Romeo Golf. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot. Yeah, Charlie Romeo 7, Bravo Papa Golf. Absolutely fantastic. I have you in my logbook today. Thank you for the 5 and 7. I will log you on QRZ. No problem to log you on QRZ. I won't hold it with you, Sonia, because your signal is very weak today. But thank you for our first contact. I look forward to many more. Take care. Good luck, and 73 to you and your family. Back to you, CR7 BRG, BPG. This is M0 JCF. Yeah, thank you, Sonia, and good luck to you and your family. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Fox, southeast of England. Okay, I've got Charlie Tango 7, Bravo America Whiskey. Is that a QSL? Okay, Charlie Tango 7, Bravo America Whiskey. Very, very difficult to hear you. 3 and 1 with QSB down to 1 and 1, Jose. Very, very difficult to hear you. I think you gave me 5 and 4. I won't hold it with you today because of the QSB, and I may lose you completely. But thank you for calling me today. I will log you QRZ. No problem whatsoever. You take care, and I wish you good luck, sir. 73 to the family. Bye-bye. CT7 BAW M0 JCF.
CQ10m Muito obrigado, muito obrigado, muito obrigado.
Yeah, mucho obrigado, mucho obrigado. Thank you, Jose. Good luck and bye-bye for now. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England. Okay, nothing is heard, nothing is heard. CQ10, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox, calling 10. Okay, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot is now QRT. This frequency is clear for use. This frequency is clear for use.
Before you go, Oscar into Mike.
Oh, G40IM. Hello there, Peter. And yeah, always got time for you, old chap. No problem whatsoever. And I don't need to give you a report, do I? I can hear you. That's all that matters. G40IM, M0JCF.
Okay, Mark, yeah, obviously good copy from you. I've been working for about 10, 15 minutes, something like that, perhaps 20. I've just got back from Bromley. And I was just here in time for you to hear you do the tests with the station you were trying FM, AM. By the way, you were a very good 9 on FM, about S5 on AM, but good modulation on both marks, so that week works very well. And I heard you work just now a couple of, what was it, CR7 and something. I've just had a quick listen on 6 meters and heard a couple of Italians, but I can't actually transmit on 6. So there is propagation around M0JCF G40IM, over.
Yeah, G40IM, M0JCF returning. Well, you know, it hasn't been too bad. Nothing's been startling, Peter. I checked DX Maps, so we talked about that the other day. I noticed there was a big sporadic E cloud over Corsica, Sardinia, and some very small clouds over the Bay of Biscay, etc. So I thought, well, maybe not. So I started CQing, and the first one out of the bag was an Echo Alpha 1, which was in northwest Spain, just above Portugal. So I knew the Bay of Biscay was giving me some sporadic E propagation. I carried on calling, got a bit of a failure. It was a number 2 IXE, suspected it was possibly an Echo Alpha 2. But I didn't follow it up. He was far too weak, even with the preamp on. Then I got a Charlie Tango 2 IXX, which he tried the first time round. He tried, that was it. That was the failure, was Charlie Tango 2 IXX. But he was using just 5 watts. He wanted to see if sporadic E was working for QRP, and then he switched to 100 watts. So that's when I spoke to him. I then got an IT9 JVY, which I suspect, being Sicily, it was off of the sporadic E cloud over Corsica. Then it was quite good. I went QRT momentarily. Noticed on the map that central France had an E cloud with quite a high MUF, up to about 70 megahertz. So I decided to take a chance and start calling again. And sure enough, Patrick came back to me. I had a chat with Patrick. Then the next one that you heard was Mark, F6DRW, down near Nice. He was in between Nice and Marseille. And so I knew I was coming off this central France sporadic E cloud, which according to the map was fluctuating. It was at that point he said he likes to work FM, so we decided the band wasn't really crowded. What we would do is try FM, and of course when we was on FM we decided to try AM as well, and when we come back to SSB it completely vanished. So it was one of 2 scenarios: either A, he had a problem, which I doubt, or B, the propagation had changed dramatically. That was followed up by F4 ETS, which he was very weak anyway. You may have heard that one. Then Poland, which was an oddball one. I wasn't expecting Poland to come out the mix. Then a CR7 BRG, that was Sonia, a young lady somewhere down there in Portugal. Then the CT7 BAW, and I did notice my band scope liven up just a little bit, but I thought, you know, I've had enough, and I'm going QRT, and then you popped up for a quickie. So there you go, Peter, that was the story, mate. G40IM M0JCF.
Yes, okay, Mark, or Cook, of course. Yes, I heard some of them. Most were pretty darn weak on my little wire aerial. The station I've forgotten the call sign he was doing the tests with on FM and AM. I did hear him on both those modes. That was a French station. Before I went out, because I've been into Bromley, I did notice on 11 there was quite a bit of Italian coming through, but while you were talking to one of the stations on this frequency, I popped down to 12 and tuned round and gave me a couple of calls, but didn't work anything on 12. But yes, I suppose it's heartening, but we need more of it, Mark. Both you and I have heard this band when it really gets going with the Sporadic E. And I always enjoy that. Anyway, I think you wanted to go QRT. I'm sort of fiddling around here, Mark. I shall tune around for a bit and avoid the jobs that I'm supposed to be doing. I'll find on the next. M0JCF G40IM, over.
Yeah, G40IM M0JCF. Yeah, well, it's always good fun in its Sporadic E. To be honest, I never really looked at that DX maps before George up in Sweden told me about it, and now I've started looking at it. It's almost become compulsive that I seem to be looking at the maps now. I know some of the Cray Valley club members use DX maps because they're more interested in 6 meters and 2 meters in particular, and I would imagine 4 meters as well, but I know a couple of the club members are very keen on 6 meters. My indoor dipole runs southeast northwest. It's just above my head here, made out of 15mm copper